Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and while this commentary is not about the gameplay, I do want to thank S-Town for sending it my way. For those that don't know, I broke my hand, have a hard time getting some games, and I appreciate all the guys who are kind of rallying around me, helping me keep the doors open while I heal. Back on topic. So, I've been reading everywhere that the next version of iOS, this is the operating system that runs on iPads, iPods, iPhones, and whatever comes next, iTelevisions or something like that, isn't going to support YouTube anymore. And what I'm seeing is that this represents some sort of chilling, some sort of badness in the relationship between Google, who owns YouTube, and Apple. But that's not really the case. Or at least that's not the full story. Here's the deal. Back in the day, YouTube wasn't ad-driven. YouTube wasn't making any money. And Apple was coming out with their new iPhone. And Apple, you know, sort of brainstorming about the sorts of things that they would want to put in the iPhone. And one of them was YouTube videos. So Apple approaches Google or YouTube, whatever they were at the time, and said, you know what? We'll write an application that lets people watch YouTube videos on their phone. And Google/YouTube was like, yeah, that sounds great. You know, this is fantastic. People will like our stuff from your phone. People will like your phone because it has our stuff in it. This is a win-win. We've got this wonderful synergy. We love you, Apple. Everything is the coolest. And that's how the relationship started. And that was nice. But then you fast forward a couple of years. And all of a sudden YouTube becomes a profitable business that's ad-driven, right? Just like all websites almost are ad-driven. Now YouTube is too. So when YouTube ads start popping up on YouTube videos, Apple starts slipping ads into iPhone videos. You notice how it didn't happen at the same time? I used to think it was just some sort of infrastructure problem and didn't understand what the complexity was. The complexity wasn't technical, it was business. So here's the thing. Apple started dropping ads on their iPhone app. And you might be under the impression that those ads have something to do with YouTube, but they really don't. They have nothing to do with YouTube. YouTube doesn't own the iPhone app right now. Apple does. So just like when you buy a game, right? If you play Tiny Towers and you see some advertisement pop up on that video game, then you have this strong assumption like, oh yeah, you know, Tiny Towers is putting ads on their games. That's the deal. I knew it was free to play all along. It's ad driven. Everything is cool. But when you watch a YouTube video, if you care to think about the ads, then what happens is YouTube's not serving that ad. YouTube has nothing to do with that advertisement. That advertisement is to the YouTube app that Apple created in the same way that, you know, some advertisement on some video game that I created is there. It has nothing to do with YouTube. Apple is getting all the money and YouTube is doing all the work. So, you know, just to make this clear, someone like me creates a video, uploads it to YouTube, YouTube serves that video, YouTube does everything. All Apple did is make a viewer and collect the ad revenue. And that license expired. So you might think to yourself, what's next? This really sucks. I like watching videos on my iPhone. What am I going to do? I think it doesn't really suck. I think this is the best possible thing that could happen. And here's why. Twitter's on my iPhone, right? And Twitter has an application, but I don't use it because the Twitter app on my iPhone is not the best one around. I use some other one. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. I'm not trying to pimp it, but what I'm saying is there is like a ecosystem, this world out there around making the best possible Twitter apps that it can be, and with the competition drives better and better user experiences. That's what I'm excited about because I think that's going to happen with YouTube too. I think that, you know, YouTube will make an application and it will probably be good, right? Google will do their best to make a good app, but hordes of people, thousands of people, you know, living in their mom's basement right now who know how to code are going to start writing iPhone apps. And they're all going to be competing to build the best iPhone YouTube application that we've ever seen. You know, it'll be a better way to manage your subscriptions, a better way to find popular videos, a better way to find viral hits. Like everything is going to be better because everything is going to be driven by competition because the monopoly that Apple has today on the YouTube app is going to be gone. So while the press is saying like, I don't know, what's YouTube going to do? Apple's dropping them. Bullshit. You know, what's actually going to happen is Apple lost the rights to the exclusive YouTube app, and now the whole world is going to open and people are going to write their own incredibly awesome YouTube apps. That's where the future is headed, and I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be a good thing. One, like, I think, you know, someday people like me will finally get money for mobile apps, which, you know, I guess is nice. But even more importantly, the mobile app viewing experience is going to be better than it ever was before because Apple's lost monopoly control. Apple is no longer the only people that can make that YouTube app viewer thing. So yeah, that's the real deal. Apple lost its monopoly control, and now we're going to see a bunch of apps spring up in iOS 6 and later, and I'm looking forward to it. All right, if you liked the video, be sure to click on like. Always appreciate it when you do that. If you're new around here, you click on subscribe in the top right blue box. 2 vids you may have missed. Mail Monday, always one of my biggest videos of the week. You check that out. It was a particularly good one this time, I thought. But the real one on the right is cocaine stories. I've had more likes on that video than I think any other video I've done this year. So check that out if it interests you at all. I will warn you that it's kind of an adult topic and it has some bad words in it, but otherwise it's a really good video. So have a good day.